what is the clothes were you about?
So The Clothes Were You is Meryl Days' debut. This is about basically Meryl finds herself in a dreamscape, and she realizes quickly that she's kind of stuck there and she has no voice. So she's a voiceless character in this film. It's kind of like a dream slash nightmare,
Mm.
and she just is very calm about it, and she's realizing, well, I can't speak, so let me see how I can communicate. So she tries on some different types of clothing that she finds there, and this is the first time I was making sculptures, and I decided to implement sculpture and performance together, and it happened quite naturally. And my work is a lot about improvisation, because I think honesty comes out through that. Whenever people improvise, a bit of truth comes out. So Meryl finds a way to communicate through an archetypal media figure, which is Marilyn Monroe. She's obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. She aspires to be like Marilyn Monroe. She's an old-fashioned kind of gal.
Mm.
And yeah, it's very much about like the perspective of women. It's about um, Meryl Days is a character, a hybrid character. Most of my characters are hybrids. She's a hybrid between a burglar and a bride. And the reason for that
That's
is,
cool.
yeah, that's why she has the stalking over it. And people are really scared of her. But she's sweet, actually. That's the thing. All my characters are actually very sweet. And but they look scary. So she's a burglar and a bride, basically, because it's I was trying to show that you know, expectations like marriage and the expectation of having that role of being a mother and a bride
Mm.
can almost take over a true identity, because you have to act a certain way because of your age, because of that label, because of all of those things that come under that. So it's almost like an identity theft. So that's what the whole thing was about.
I think people find, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the stocking over the head, all right. Maybe it's just the idea of a burglar with the stocking over the head. Maybe that's why people find it, and it does do wonders to the face, like that idea of it being pulled back. It does make everybody kind of, I think someone commented under a picture of Meryl that Meryl looked very like Lady Gaga. I think that was that one.
Yes.
And I can now see the kind of resemblance even without the stocking on the head, which is interesting. But um, the film then, if how long did that whole process take?
The film.
Mm.
So that film was actually very quick. I Well, making the character Meryl Days took a little bit of time,
Mm.
maybe a few weeks. I did a quick performance as her as well to kind of figure out the character. The longest process is finding out who the character is, and the only way to find that out is to be them.
Mm.
And so that took maybe a few months, and then the actual film, to write it, I think it was kind of bubbling in my mind for maybe a week. The final idea actually came to me the night before filming, which happens a lot to me. And so yeah, that happened, and I came into the studio and I was like, okay, I have the idea, and then we did it quite naturally. So everything happens quite quickly when once the character is made.
Were you like when you had finished it, were you happy with it?
Oh yes, I was
Mm.
delighted with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
I mean,
important.
and no, I didn't even need to edit it really. Like it was shot so well. Like it was shot by the technician Julia in NCAD, and she's very talented. Yeah,
Oh, excellent. Well, that's
yeah.
important because how often do we hear that somebody has the vision in their mind, and then when it goes out on the film or on the page, it's not quite what they wanted, and it must be kind of very disheartening when that happens. And how did the response go for it? It was accepted at a couple of festivals and that, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the response has been amazing. I never thought that it would get as far as it has, really. Yeah, it's so it's won a good few awards. It's won 4 awards for Best Experimental, one in New York Film Awards, one in LA Film Awards, um, one in Film Con, one prestigious in LA. It's won various semifinals, you know, like
Mm,
finalists and stuff. So it's been doing really well in America, especially.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Where can people see it?
So at the moment, that's good that you asked that, because at the moment, it's actually on Flickfair.
Mm.
So there you can see that in my Instagram on my bio. There's a link to it, and yeah, you can just I think it's like €4 or something for the festival pass. You can see everybody's films there. Yeah, so that's where you can see it at the moment.
Go to Kitsch Doom Instagram and you will see it there.
Yeah, yeah,
KITSCH Doom. Just
yes,
to get it right there, you know. Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I am